2024 reset. I've done my reflection over 2023. 2023 was a really difficult year for me. It was just packed with a lot of really highs and really lows on, I would say, every possible aspect of my life. Personal, professional, health-wise, mental health. It was the year that I would say brought me the most joy when it came to my relationship with myself. About 2 years ago, I sort of figured out that I probably had ADHD. I was 36. That really turned my life upside down. And since then, it has been a journey. Most of it has been about looking backwards at all my life and all the things that I missed out on, all the ways that I misunderstood myself and was really hard on myself, and then the way others misunderstood me and were really hard on me, all the things I believed about myself, about being lazy, unorganized, messy, having so much potential and yet nothing to show for from what I really knew I could do. I always loved planning. I dreamed of being organized. I had bought so many planners. It just never worked out. So up until 2022 is when I did my first full-on yearly reset going into 2023. And that's when I rediscovered my love of journaling and planning and just being creative. That was the highest part of 2023. I started making a long list of things that I wished for myself. Then I categorize it, and that's how I got my new list of things that I'm bringing with me into 2024. So I'm gonna go through them. It's gonna be a really chatty video, so let's just get into it. So in the personal category, this is, I think, the longest one. There are items that are more the general overall theme of 2024. Prioritize myself and my needs, journal, plan, reflect, and reset. So this is more about just being in my journal and just being creative. And if sometimes it means just using stickers and washi tapes and just write lyrics to a song, then that's what I'm doing. I want to listen to more podcasts, commit to my growth and allow it. So these are all continuous things that I'm bringing with me. Say no, set boundaries, and respect them. 2023 was the year for boundaries for me. I really decided to base all of my decisions, all of my interactions, all of my activities that I participated in, all the gatherings, family or otherwise, based on how I was feeling in that space, and recognizing when I wasn't feeling well and setting those boundaries and just going for them. Even if the others did not understand, I tried to explain when it was necessary, when it was possible, but other than that, sometimes it was just a no explanation. So I'm proud of that one. Be flexible, no pressure. I would say this was the one thing I learned, is that when I used to set resolutions, it was to get things done. So there were a lot of to-do lists. There were a lot of things that needed to be checked out the list. Instead, I was just really flexible with my timelines whenever possible. I was very kind to myself. I put no pressure, and that's when I found that I really thrived. And then whenever it was a low, I sat in that low until I felt like I was ready to get back up, and then I was up and at it again. And if that meant that sometimes I went maybe 1 or 2, sometimes 3 months without even touching a planner or a journal or even doing anything around the house, it was okay. Live my values and protect them. Every year I do an exercise of figuring out what my values are, and my values for 2024 are clarity, calm, strength, meaning, and connection. So what I want to do is to try and find as many things that I could do in 2024 to have these values present and respected in my life. Not allow anyone to put me in a situation where I feel triggered to overshare or over-explain. This is a big thing about ADHD that I was always stuck in. Always felt like I needed to explain to people, and I had that urge to overshare, and the more I decided to not say something, it would be literally verbal diarrhea. And then the next things are more concrete actions that I want to do that are in the personal category. I want to print pictures of myself from our engagement photo shoots and from the wedding, and then just like photos of myself across the years. And I want to dedicate a wall in my office to have these photos framed. And I also want to print mini photos from my camera to use in my journaling and to do more scrapbooking. This is something I want to do in 2024. Learn Syrian homemade recipes. I am Syrian. I lived in Syria for 28 years. I was never into cooking, so I never learned any of the yummy Syrian recipes. So I'm not going to go big. I mean, it's not going to be vine leaves level of recipes. But I was happy in 2023. I learned how to make lentil soup, which was my favorite growing up. So I just want to learn a bit more about cooking and how to make the food that I grew up loving. Put my phone down is more about recognizing how I'm feeling, because I usually tend to reach for my phone when I feel anxiety or when I feel that I'm getting lost in my thought and that my brain is getting really active and it's putting all these thoughts in my head and I was starting to just spiral. I usually tend to escape into my phone. So these are the moments where I want to put my phone down and actually journal or put a song on or just be more present and sometimes even sit with my feelings. So allow myself to feel the feelings and to see the thoughts and not engage with them. Watch less TV. That was a big fail in 2023. If anything, I watched a lot more TV. I don't know if I want to keep that in here or just maybe observe. I'll change it to observe how much TV I watch, and then if there's anything else I could be doing instead. Rewatch my favorite TV shows and movies, especially from the 2000s era. So that's something I started in 2023, and it's mainly focused on romantic comedies. So this one is still gonna be in 2024, and I might just rewatch the same movies again. They're very nostalgic and sometimes just funny to look at. I mean, those were the movies that kind of introduced me to the idea of love. And I'm kind of realizing that it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah. So in 2024, I really need to get my driver's license. I'm 38 years old. I do not drive. I am terrified of driving. I'm scared of being distracted. I'm scared of getting into an accident. I'm scared of other people around me. I don't like, but I need it. I need it because we've had a few emergencies where literally my husband had to drive himself, the injured man, to the hospital. So that was a wake-up call. Update and apply my daily habits list, an extensive list of habits and routines that I could be doing every day. So whenever I feel unmotivated or like stuck was a big feeling in 2023. I would go to that list. I think I'm going to display it somewhere so that it can give me ideas of things to do. And write a romance short novel. I love romance novels, and I know what I like. And yes, there are some books that really like get me. But I realized that if I want to read the perfect love story the way that I imagine it, I want to write it. So that's going to be something creative that I'm going to do. So now moving on to my physical and mental health goals. Invest in skincare products. That was a big hit at the beginning of the year, and then it was like, I went all out. Face cleansers, lotions, and hand creams and eye creams, and I just realized that the process of doing it is not something that is exciting for me. The results are exciting, my skin loved it, but it wasn't something that like I was motivated to do. So I need to figure out a way to add some element of excitement to it, because otherwise if it's a daily habit that I just need to do, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Meet with my family doctor for health follow-ups. I would say that was one of the biggest accomplishments in 2023. Actually calling my doctor and making an appointment. Next one was make appointments with the specialists, which I didn't do. I did not do. I was supposed to see a dermatologist, a physiotherapist, and I didn't get any of it done. I was supposed to go get a blood test done. I did not do that. I say I was consumed with my next item, which is take steps towards a diagnosis. That was my biggest, I would say that was the thing that dominated my thoughts in 2023. I don't need a diagnosis to make a change. And I already started seeing the change in my life. But there's just something about that piece of paper, that validating feeling that I really, really needed. So now, obviously the year is over and it hasn't happened yet. So that's moving into 2024. But that's something that would mean a lot to me, to know for a fact that I have ADHD. Advocate for myself. I'm taking this with me for sure to 2024. That's never gonna stop. Find the support I need. Prepare for the diagnosis. Blessing in disguise. The more time I have, the more I recognize about the symptoms and about how ADHD is present in my life. So all of that is being documented. 2024 is get diagnosed and make the appointments with the specialist. So that's as far as my physical and mental health. Moving on to a more fun category, or maybe not so, I don't know, body and style. Practice body neutrality, accept the changes my body went through. There's a lot to unpack in these two items. The last few years, my body went through a lot. My husband and I have been trying to grow our family, and it was just not in the cards for us, but we went through so many treatments. I had to get surgery, and through all of that, it just felt that my body was not my body anymore. Because it wasn't just about looking in the mirror and liking what I saw. To me, it felt like my body was supposed to work a certain way, and it just failed. And I was stuck in it. So 2023 was the year I wanted to reclaim my body and just accept it for what it was, which was not easy. It was not easy at all. One way to work through it was to try and rebuild my wardrobe. I wanted to not hide behind baggy clothes and sweaters, and if I wanted to keep wearing sweaters, then I wanted to wear ones because I loved them, because I liked it, not because the bigger the sweater, the better. I wanted to find joy into shopping. The most I really disliked my body was after every shopping experience, but I was able to get back out and shop and actually try to find my love of clothing and outfits and accessories and all of that. Wear pink and go back to my girly era. I was the girly girl in my friends group. The next one, wear more dresses and skirts. I used to live in dresses. Wear different lipstick shades. I have a really weird relationship with my smile. I get a lot of compliments from people about my smile, and it's the one thing that I hate about myself. So I always shied away from putting lipstick on, but I love lipstick. So I've collected so many over the years, and I never really use them, or I would just go to the one or two that are like the safest. So I wore different colored lipsticks in 2023, and I want to keep doing that. Wear colored tights, take photos of my outfit, get my nails done at the salon. You wouldn't know by looking at my nails now, but I always have my nails done. Always. I go to the salon and I get them done, and here I'll insert some photos of my nails in 2023. Whenever things really get hard and I get really stressed and anxious, that's the prize. So now I'm trying to let them be. I'm trying to grow them again so that I can go back to getting my nails done in 2024. Buy cute pajamas. I work a lot from home, and on days when I don't have meetings, so I don't have to be on camera or on video calls, I think I want to buy like really nice pajamas that I could wear around the house. Declutter my closet. That's a big one. I started doing it in 2023, doing more of it in 2024. Shopping my closets. This is every single time I organize my closet, I realize how much clothes I have that I actually love. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hold back on shopping in 2024, and I'm gonna shop into my own closet and make new outfits. In 2024, what I wanted to do was get a haircut, which I didn't wait. I did it. I feel so much lighter. My hair was super long. I thought that's what I wanted. I thought that was me. You know what? No, we're going short in 2024. Figure out the laundry system in spite of ADHD. So that's related to my body and style goals, because if I don't have clean and dry clothes, then I can't do any of these. So figure out the laundry system. Push myself to wear outfits when working from home, get up in the morning, get ready, put my makeup on. Lean into my unique style, wear the colors. There's always this push for neutrality, and every time I look on Instagram and I see, I love brown. Brown is my favorite color, and I love beige, and I love white, but I want to wear colors, and I want to go back to being authentically myself in all of my outfits. So these are my body and style goals for 2024.